Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
Hey, happy holidays from the whole crew over here at 104.7 KCLD as we were preparing to wrap some gifts for the adopted family that the Playhouse has this year. The studio is full of presents. And this is what, from mom and three children?
Four children, yep.
So we're going to make sure that their holidays are a little bit brighter for the family we adopted. As we started wrapping these gifts this morning, Kat wouldn't let me buy the wrapping paper, but she gave me some gifts for the mom to put in a bag. And I put them in the bag wrong, apparently.
It was painful to watch. I think people that take pride in wrapping gifts and making them look nice, because that's half the look right there, half the excitement. You put the pajamas in, and then you take
why are you saying we got her?
Who cares? And then you take the tissue and you shove it down.
What
so when
should
she
have I
takes
done?
out these jammies, I got her jammies so she can wear them to watch her kids open the gifts. Like, I want her to feel like it's Christmas morning for her. So you just jam it down. So she's going to take out wrinkled jammies. Instead of laying out the tissue paper and wrapping it and just making it look really pretty, I died. So I got it.
So I said, fine, you're on your own, jerk.
Is that how you said it?
Well,
I think it was a bit
little more colorful.
Yes.
But now the studio sits here full of gifts to be wrapped, and I don't think you're making very good progress.
I'm done with 3 people. I have 2 more people to go.
Well, stuff everywhere, and we're trying to give away $500 in the meantime. You texted our keyword star to us, so answer your phone here if it's ringing, please, guys.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. It's Kat and JJ over at KCLD. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Doreen.
Doreen, you are texter number 104. Congratulations.
Hey.
Well, thank you.
All right, so a lot of people have plans for $500. A lot of people paying off bills with $500. But is there something fun that Doreen would do for Doreen?
How about a massage and getting my nails done?
Ooh,
I
little
love
Doreen
that.
time. I feel like we're saying Doreen a lot today, though, Doreen.
I think you are. I like that, though.
Is this the first time you got qualified?
It is.
Okay, perfect. So now remember, with this contest, you can qualify as many times as you want. You're going to get another keyword in the not-too-distant future. Got another chance to text that in. And if you're 104 again, then you're going to double your chances for getting that magic call coming up here on the 22nd saying you just won $500 thanks to Pepsi, probably distributed by Burnix. So fingers crossed, Doreen. Okay, Doreen?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Doreen.
All right, so on his daily talk show, Nick Cannon, he let his audience know that his 5-month-old son who had brain cancer passed away. His name is Zen, and it was a really rough moment, understandably so. I think he was bracing for the backlash that he went back to work so quickly, but the fans actually surprised him.
I'm grieving. I feel guilty for so many levels. I never wanted to exploit this. I kept it private for so long since I found out about Zen's diagnosis, and in respect to his mother Alyssa and to everyone in our family. For yesterday, the onslaught of really love. I'm not used to all of this hugging and you okay? I'm fine. But of course, everyone knows that I'm not fine, but you guys are making me feel better.
There you go. People grieve in their own ways. Who are you to tell somebody how to grieve when their child dies? That's when you back off. That is when you don't go on your computer and say what you want to say.
It's just none of your business.
Right. Ed Sheeran, his legs are our business for sure. He just did a music video with Elton John for their Christmas song that they did, and people can only focus on his pale legs.
Everyone's saying how pale the legs are, and I want to say that the music video director actually put VFX on and made them about 5 shades darker. And they're still that pale.
Wow.
I glow in the dark, seriously. I really do. I'm really, really pale. There's no... I get burnt if I ever go anywhere with snow. I get burnt from the reflection of the snow. Struggle is real.
No business going outside. Any redheads out there? Chris Hemsworth, he is preparing for a white Christmas, which is very rare for him.
I'm in Prague, and they're traveling around from to Spain last weekend, in Paris this weekend, and I'm just ducking in and out. And White Christmas is definitely on the books, which is different for us, which is, the kids are excited. They're a little worried if Santa will be able to find us, but I've assured them that he will.
Yeah, you're going to be all right.
Yeah. Blowing out their candles today, we have Jesse Metcalf from Desperate Housewives turning 43. Another one of his co-stars Felicity Huffman is celebrating Out of the Clank, 59. And Donny Osmond is 64 today.
Now, we were going to do a cheap guys segment, and then I got this email that blew it all up. Like, we got to get to this right away. I won't say her name, but let me break down what's going on. She's been dating this guy for a little while. They're both in their mid-20s. Their agreement is, when they go out for a movie, she pays for the movie tickets.
Okay.
He gets all the soda and the popcorn.
Okay. Sounds pretty even.
Probably pretty close, right? What she just found out, speaking of cheap-ass guys, is that he has been going into the garbage. Now, most movie theaters, if you buy the big tub of popcorn, they'll refill it as many times as you want for free, because it's still a great value for them, right? They're making a ton of money. He's going into the garbage, getting some napkins, wiping out this tub of popcorn, and then going up and getting it refilled for free.
That's awful.
He's also doing it
gross
with the soda cups. Because if you get a big soda at this theater, you get it refilled for free. So he's taking the soda cups into the lavatory, into the men's room, washing them out, taking them, getting them refilled, and then getting new straws. And she just found out about this. It's like, I know you guys were going to talk about, cheap guys.
Yeah.
I got the best. So I thought, all right, I don't know how you get cheaper than this.
Well, have you ever watched Extreme Cheapskates on TLC now on Hulu?
No.
Okay. It is quite disturbing. Like, I get pinching pennies. This guy, he and his wife, they like to be social and go out with their friends, but they won't pay for drinks.
Ever.
And so he'll bring stuff from home and put it in his trunk and then connect his extension cord to the bar that they're at, and he'll make his own margaritas outside in the trunk.
He has his own blender in his trunk to make margaritas?
Yes. And if she wants a drink inside, he'll give her a bag of like pennies and dimes and nickels, and she has to count it out to make the price of the drink.
Do you think they set these people up? Is this for TV?
It might be worse, but I mean, all their friends back them up. They say it's so embarrassing. There was this one woman that like loves to entertain, but she doesn't like to pay for the food. So she made lasagna, which is one of the cheapest things that you can make. It's very inexpensive, but she didn't want to waste the gas or energy on the oven. So she put it in the dishwasher and put tinfoil all around it, and it cooked in the dishwasher as she did dishes. 2 birds, 1 stone. So I've only been with one cheap person, and it was uncomfortable.
There's a difference between just being frugal.
Frugal, yep.
Or just not having any money right now, right? Everybody has that point in their life where you just don't have money.
Yeah.
You're paying off student loans. Maybe you went and stretched yourself thin on your new mortgage. Maybe you went through a life situation where there was medical bills or a divorce or something like that. But I want the real cheapskates. Talking about extreme cheapskates today. I don't want to say her name, but when we got the email from the young woman who said, I'm dating this guy, we're both in our 20s. I pay for the movie, he pays for the soda and the popcorn. I found out that he's grabbing popcorn tubs out of the garbage, wiping them out, and then getting free popcorn. He's doing the same with the soda cups and rinsing them out and then getting new straws. Part of me says, kudos, man.
Yeah.
Kudos. You're keeping your lady happy. And the other part is like freaking gross. So, how cheap could they be? Anea, how cheap is this human being?
I would say very cheap and very disrespectful.
Tell us what's going on.
You get flowers for your wife from a cemetery. That's terrible.
Are you the wife?
No. This is my husband's friend. I won't mention any names. Don't want no conflict.
But he legitimately goes to the cemetery, snags some flowers, and gives them to his wife.
Yes.
I'd be like, it's the thought
that he's done that, but
it's the thought that counts. But I don't know about that
guy.
That is double disrespect for his wife and for the deceased.
Well, I'm at that point where when I die, if you want to steal the flowers off my grave, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm a believer that I got this body and it's kind of a tool, and when I'm done with it, it's over with. But Jeez, to give them to somebody else, that is kind of a jerk move.
Does she know at all, or is she? Are you the only one that knows?
No.
And then okay.
Yeah, I kind of just know the secret.
Oh, I can't imagine being you. Do you guys ever have dinner parties and you just want to tell her it's on the tip of your tongue and you shouldn't have any more alcohol, or else you'll tell her? Because that would be me.
No, we live a little distance away, so we don't get together that often. But yeah, I do think about it when I see.
Can you just imagine, you getting
oh my God, that's awful.
Getting a little scuffle with your husband one morning, and you don't leave on the best terms, and he goes to work, and then he comes home, and he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I was a little out of line this morning. Here's some flowers," and then you find out a week later that he stole them off a fresh grave.
Right.
They need to be on that show.
But I bet they were beautiful.
If you had to pick an era that you feel like you should have been born in, what do you think it is? Because 6 out of 10 adults out there feel like they were born in the wrong era because of their taste of music.
I'm right on. When I got into music, when I actually started caring about music, it was when what we call now old school hip hop was prevalent, with gangster rap was prevalent, with grunge. That's my favorite era, and I was in high school and in college during that era.
Okay. I feel like...
So I'm right on.
Here's Dua Lipa. This audio makes me a little upset because I was born in 1985, and when little girls like this say this, I'm like, whatever.
I was born in the 90s, but I'd like to live all the way through them, so probably born in 89 and then go straight through.
That is so funny. She really misses growing up in the 90s.
The 90s weren't that great, guys.
They weren't that great. It was all boy banders and bubblegum pop blondes. But I feel like it's kind of true. I'm a 1920s to 1930s gal. I love smooth jazz.
Really?
Oh my God, that was the first radio station I ever worked for. And just to sit there and listen to smooth jazz.
Are there any of those stations still around? I mean, that format blows.
Yeah, I know.
It's not supported. There's nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to. It sucks.
It's so sad. It's on the higher levels of my cable. You know how they just have the music? And I will put it on and I'll make dinner and I'm just like, oh, I love this. I would love to have just been escorted to dinner by some guy and I'm wearing my fur coat, my real fur coat, without getting blood thrown on me. And then we just
according to your musical preferences, you should have been born during the Depression.
I just feel like that. Yeah, but I'd be the rich part of the Depression.
Oh, right, of course. Upper East Side.
Yeah, I could afford stuff.
Google released yesterday their year-end data. So I want to run some of these categories by you and see if you could predict what were the top searches of 2021. Because when we look on your computer at the search history, stuff like Mr. Rogers Naked did not make this.
These are things that I need to be accurate on the show. So,
Kat, what do you think was the most searched in the people category? Persons.
Of this year?
Yeah, 2021. The most searched person, according to Google.
Is it Kim again?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh,
Numero
really?
uno, yeah.
That was only the last... Well, I guess it happened a long time ago. So
most searched actor of 2021
would be Ryan Reynolds.
Alec Baldwin. For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. I do feel bad for him. I think it was just a case of terrible circumstances.
I think he pulled the trigger and they're covering it up. I think he did it by accident. I don't think he tried to hurt anybody.
Oh, of course.
But I don't think that gun just went off by itself.
He said he pulled it.
Oh, no, he said he did not pull it.
No.
How about the most searched celebrities together? Like the most searched celebrity couple? Yeah.
Got to be Kim and Kanye.
Yeah, good job. That was kind of an easy one. What do you think number 2 would have been?
Man, I have no idea. As far as couples.
By the way, Kim made it twice and Kanye made it twice.
So maybe Kylie and Travis Scott?
Nope. Number 2 was Bill and Melinda Gates.
Oh, okay. And they're divorced.
Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson were in there. Okay. Also, Kanye and Jeffree Star.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the searches go.
Okay.
How about the deaths of 2021? Who was the most searched passing?
I have no idea. I don't keep track of the deaths. I don't like that.
DMX.
Okay.
How about movies? Most searched movie of 2021?
Oh my God. I'm horrible at this. I have no idea. Oh, wait. Is it the new one that I saw?
No.
Okay.
It was
The Ghostbusters?
Black Widow.
Oh, okay.
Ghostbusters didn't make top 5. How about TV shows? This one should be pretty easy for you. Or streamed shows.
Googled streamed shows.
Yeah.
You.
Squid Game.
Oh.
Jeez.
Everyone was
really
waiting
bad
for
at this.
you. I am bad at this. People Google the weirdest thing.
How about musician? Top searched musician.
DMX.
Travis Scott.
No.
And I'll do a couple more for you real quick. Top searched song for the year.
I have no idea.
We play it.
Well, it's got to be an Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, driver's license.
Okay.
Top searched athlete for the year of 2021.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, yeah. And if you're a sports junkie, which I know you're not, but I think you're probably a little more tuned in since your son is an athlete, the top searched sports team of the year.
Got to be one that Tom Brady is on?
No.
All right. No.
Boston Red Sox.
Radio Paparazzi.
So Ariel Winter, you know her as the middle child. It was Claire and Phil Dunphy on Modern Family. What was her character's name? Do you remember?
What was it? I haven't watched it in way too long.
She had the glasses, and then they had to tape her boobs down because she felt so self-conscious. She's gone through 2 breast reduction surgeries, and she was just she saw the worst side of humanity when she was just 11.
Yeah. I can put what I want about me online. To tell me that I'm looking for it, that I'm asking for you to say that to me. I'm asking for the pics in my DMs. I'm asking for all the things that are disgusting to read. There were a strong amount of people that really just overwhelming amount of negativity and also sexualization that was really dark.
Alex was her name on the show.
Just as a grown man, I know you have a semi-normal brain. In that case, you would never even have those thoughts. But
don't get what it's going to get you.
I don't know either. What a grody thing to do.
Like I said, there is my theory of 20% of people are so miserable they want to bring everybody else down with them, and those are those trolls.
Poor girl. All right, Michael Strahan, he had to sit today out. There are high winds, so they had to scratch his trip to outer space. He's going to be aboard Jeff Bezos' rocket, and they're going to fly Saturday. I guess they're going to take off. But he has a bag of his trinkets that he's bringing with. A 12 shell casing from a 12-gun salute performed at his father's funeral. Super Bowl ring, half Hall of Fame ring, there we go, watch that belonged to his grandfather, his ABC and Fox employee ID cards, and a lucky $2 bill. I don't know I think he thinks he's going to release it into space. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think
they want that space junk. Plus, you don't want to let your Super Bowl ring float around out there, right? There's all this. Unless you think you're going to die with this stuff.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Maybe in his mind, he's taking them with him on this journey and then coming back.
All the Fox employees?
I guess. ABC's like, we don't want to go. Nicole Kidman, she was on with Jimmy Fallon, and she always raves about her husband, Keith Urban, how he makes every holiday special, and he has a new song to serenade her with.
My husband wrote a song called I'll Be Your Santa Tonight, which is pretty good.
Ooh, I'll Be Your Santa Tonight.
Yeah.
So they have, she has her new movie, her Lucille Ball movie coming out very soon. I believe that's why she's doing press. So.
People are raving about her portrayal of Lucille Ball. Like it's going to be the big thing at the beginning of 2022.
Blowing out their candles today, we have Green Day's Trey Cool turning 49. Bo Bridges is 80. And Dame Judi Dench is 87 today.
Let's begin now.
Let's get after it. Morning, 6 o'clock on the button in the Playhouse all over your radio. Raring to go with a big show. How we living, Kat?
I am good. I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm okay with the week. But we have a lot going on this weekend. Our first basketball games, my dad's birthday.
Oh, right on. Happy birthday, Greg.
Yeah. So we're going to be busy.
It's good. But, it's okay to be prepared. In the studio, we wrap gifts. Like crazy right now. I'm very excited to tell you a little bit more about this as the show progresses. Today, I do have, and it should be posting on our Facebook page momentarily, James, who texts in almost every morning with pictures of his cats, reminded me yesterday, and I told Kat about this. My morning routine ends up being I go downstairs and I kind of get ready to leave, and I grab my satchel with my laptop in it, and I put my shoes on, My cat Turkey will jump up on the table and give me a high five as I leave. And he's like, I still don't believe that. I need proof. So the video proof is going up on our Facebook page today if you want to see me high-fiving my cat on the way out the door.
The joy before the show that you had, the elation of watching the video multiple times.
Well, what happened is I was leaving and I high-fived Turkey and I'm like, oh, James had texted me that he wanted to hear that. So what I had to do is I tried to high-five her again and she wouldn't do it. I had to take my boots off, take my jacket off, put it back on, and go through the routine so that she knew that Daddy was leaving for work today.
But you're just like, no, watch it. What? Look you're a different guy. Last night, I made the crappiest cookies on the planet. Brought them in for staff.
I left them for everybody else.
Someone will eat them. I'm like, I can't ingest these. But I made up for it. I made turkey meatloaf muffins with button mushroom
muffins?
They're just in muffin tins. And they cook super fast.
So it's like mini meatloafs.
Yeah, and then you put them on top of a bed of potatoes. And then your family just...
Sounds carby.
Oh, it was so good. So good. Liam had church youth night, and that was it. That was that.
Can I start your day with a joke, Kat?
I would love that.
Hey, Kat.
Yeah.
What sound do kissing porcupines make?
I have no idea.
Ouch.
What?
Ouch. Because they're porcupines. They poke each other when they kiss.
Do they really kiss? Or do they just make love?
Shut up. Welcome to Playhouse Island. I'm JJ. Kat's here too. Queen of the island. Hello. The sad part is, as this boat of 4 listeners just landed on Playhouse Island, we have to throw 3 of them back to the sharks because there is only enough resources for Kat, myself, and one of our listeners. So we got to find out who's going to the sharks. But first we have to meet the people coming off the boat. So in no particular order, let's start with Josh. Hi, Josh. How are you today?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Good, man. What's going on? What are you doing?
Just dropped the girls off for school.
Josh?
No, nothing.
What is your favorite Christmas present you remember getting as a kid?
I believe it was the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and who was your favorite?
Michelangelo.
All right. I was a Raphael kind of guy. All right. So that's Josh, everybody. Josh got all the Mutant Ninja Turtles one year. Hi, Anea. How you feeling?
I am great. How are you?
Great, thanks. What was your favorite gift as you think back to your childhood that you got for Christmas was what?
Probably a bike.
A bike, cool. I like that. All right. That's Anea, everybody. Now, we're going to have to distinguish here. Hi, Ashley, number 1. How are you? Ashley, if you can hear my voice, you should respond.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. All right. So this is so difficult. So you know what I'm going to do? Ashley, what's your middle name?
Jane.
Ashley Jane.
Ashley
Okay, so this is Ashley Jane, Kat. And Ashley Jane, favorite Christmas present you ever got when you were a kiddo?
Probably just Barbie accessories like the Jeep and the pool.
You had the Jeep? All right.
I had the whole setup. Did you have the camping setup? Like the camper with the fake fire? And then Skipper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys hear that? Can you hear that, Ashley Jane? Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
That's everybody hating on you right now because you got all the Barbie stuff. So hang on a quick second. All right. And last and certainly not least, Ashley, number 2. What's your middle name? Don't tell me it's Jane.
Marie.
Okay, I was going to say, because this gets really, really bad. Ashley Marie, what was your favorite, Christmas present memory from when you were a kid?
Probably when I got an electric scooter.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Now, based on that, hang on a second, Ashley Marie. So based on the responses and the feel you got from all of our listeners, Josh, Anea, Ashley Jane, and Ashley Marie, Kat, who would you like to basically promote to the first president of Playhouse Island today?
I'm going to go with, because I was a Barbie gal, let's go with Ashley Jane.
All right, Ashley Jane, congratulations. You struck a chord with Kat, and you are now president of Playhouse Island, the first president today, so congratulations on that.
But listen, this doesn't mean that you win. You could easily vote yourself off in just 1 minute.
Yeah, you don't know which line you're on, nor do you know which line anyone else is on, so now you just have to pick a line, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we will throw them to the sharks, and they will not survive this round of Playhouse Island. So who do you want to kill?
Let's do line number 1.
Line number 1 must go, and removed from the show is... Oh, my gosh, you killed yourself, Ashley Jane.
I think it's because I put that out there.
Yeah,
I'm
listen,
sorry.
that's karma for having all the good Barbie stuff.
Right.
All right. Have a great day. Thanks for being on the show.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Kat, the tough spot for you is you got to nominate a new president of Playhouse Island. Josh, Anea, and Ashley Marie are left.
Okay, let's go with Josh.
Josh, the lone man on Playhouse Island. Let's see what your worth is.
Super funny story, by the way. You were into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My little sister was too, but she called them Tina Turners. Because she couldn't pronounce it.
Josh with the Turtles, you must vote off a line. We still have 2, 3, and 4 existing. Who goes with the Sharks today?
3.
Line number 3 must go. So off of the show, we say goodbye to Anea. Oh, I'm sorry, Anea, but hey, happy holidays. Hope you have a great day. All right. And there were 2 left. Josh and Ashley Marie. Lines 2 and 4 are still open. So, Josh, who we chucking?
I'm going to go with 4.
Line 4 must go. Therefore, off the show goes... Ashley Marie.
Oh, look at you, Josh. All
Sorry,
right.
Ashley. Have a great day. But Josh is our winner.
Nice work.
What's going on today, man? Did you say you were on your way to work?
Nope. I'm laid off for the winter.
Oh, all right. So, what does today entail? What are you going to do? Just try and get up, get some laundry done, or you got other plans?
That's definitely on the agenda.
So what do you do for the other seasons? Where do you work?
I work for Precision Roadway out of Osakis.
Okay.
We do steel coat.
I thought there were rules about making people work when it's super cold. I pulled up to my driveway and they broke ground parallel to my house, and it was 9 degrees out.
Yeah, well,
That's so cold.
I think some of the ground doesn't have the frost level too low right now because of how warm it stayed for a while. So regardless, Josh, kick it back, get some laundry done. We're going to hook you up with some swag today. You are now the president of Playhouse Island. How does it feel?
Excellent.
All right, so Adele did the 73 questions with Vogue. This is where this guy and a cameraman follow the celebrities around their house, so you see where they live, you get to see what they eat, they're preparing meals, they're just going about their day, just answering these questions, and this was one of them.
What piece of advice would you give to your 19-year-old self? That your love life's going to get a lot worse.
Oh, your love life's going to get a lot worse.
Yeah, can you imagine being her current boyfriend, that rapper? And he's like, thanks.
Pardon?
Yeah, so I want to know if you have any advice for your 19-year-old self. What would it be?
Why don't you get us started? What would you tell 19-year-old Kat?
Okay, so I have my list.
Oh, my God.
I just have 3
only
things.
one thing that we're going to
Well, you can do one thing, but I have 3. Be single. Take your time, girl.
Okay.
There's no rush to wife up. Be by yourself. It's okay. The next one, don't eat junk. But that was really hard, like going through college, and I would just eat whatever was off $4.94. I'm just like,
biggest problem is the cheapest food is the worst for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Salads should be $2, not cheeseburgers.
I agree with you. And then the other one is save money. I mean, I worked my since I was 14 years old. I made a lot of money between 14 and when I started saving at 23.
Yeah, but you have fun. Can't bring it with you.
I know, but it's just like, dang, that's what I'm trying to do with Liam. Like, really appreciate the money that's coming in and save it because you're going to need it. So
I don't think until you've had a crap job, you'll ever appreciate money. Yeah. Until you've had a crap job, a real job that you had to get up for every day and legitimately hated it, and you only did it so you could get by.
Right.
You'll never appreciate money, I believe.
So those are all like pretty obvious ones that you'd tell your 19-year-old self. If I had to get specific, I would say don't date anyone that works at Journeys. I'm just putting it out there because I had just like bad.
Mine is clear, and it's very, very weird because I have children that are doing it, and I'm not stopping them.
Your love life's going to get a lot worse.
That's awful.
Now just hold on. Now, I was thinking about this. What? Maybe her love life was just great when she was 18.
Well, you're always in love when you're 18.
Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with her current boyfriend. Maybe this guy's a stud. But it got worse with her ex-husband, and now it got better again. Maybe that was it.
It didn't sound like that. But if you had to talk to your 19-year-old self, they're sitting there listening. Angie says, I would tell my 19-year-old self to wait to get married and save money and stay away from credit cards until you're more financially set. Listen,
credit
Angie.
card one is so appealing when you walk through the student union and they're telling you can have $5,000 that day. Ooh.
Yeah, they set you up for sure. I said save money too. I said stay away from junk food because I had like a banging body in college. Like my hip bones were coming out. Like I wore those crop tops and like I watched a lot of The Hills. So I dressed like Kristen Cavallari. But yeah, if you had some advice for your 19-year-old self, what would it be?
Don't play football. I would have went back.
Don't talk like this.
I would have went back to even when I was 15. I don't have proof, but I am coming to the summary of getting knocked out a few times and the concussions I took. There's gaps now. You know what I mean?
I don't want to hear this.
I got them, and I have a son that's playing football right now, and I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Now I wish I wouldn't have. And it's not like I forget where I am and then all of a sudden I end up 30 miles away or something in the truck. But there's days that I find myself just staring into nothing and I don't know what happened with the time. It's very, very weird. And these people come through and they say, these old football players come through and they say, it wasn't worth it. Like for me, it wasn't. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have told myself. Diamond, I want to bring you on the show. What would you tell 19-year-old Diamond?
I would tell my 19-year-old self to go back home. I moved out of my mom's house when I was 17.
Why'd you move out? Because you felt like you were ready for the real world? Were you stubborn like I was?
Yes, I was. You know what? Me and my mom, we're so much alike that we just bump heads all the time. Like, either we're getting along really well or we're at each other's throats.
Yeah, I think this happens with a lot of people where they're like, I shouldn't have moved out. I should have given them another chance. It was kind of crazy, and I'm not like going to quote the scriptures thing, but our pastor was saying last night in church that it's really weird how generations, you, as a grandparent, your kids will never raise their kids the way you want them to.
Yeah.
And as a parent, your children will never do things the way you did them.
I know.
It's hard it's really, 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 really hard to parent that way. So what would you go back and tell 19-year-old you? I would like to introduce you to the show I'm about ready to give up on. It's called The Curse of Oak Island. Have you seen this yet, Kat?
I like my life, so no.
It's one of those shows that, like, when I'm winding down at night, I'll throw on for about 30 minutes because it seems like it's on all the time. Basically, if you don't know what happens, is there's this island near Nova Scotia, and they believe that hundreds of years ago, pirates buried a whole bunch of treasure, maybe even the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail, in some chamber hundreds of feet below the earth. And then they booby-trapped it so that when you tried to get to it, it would flood with water and all. And so basically there's these two guys, they're brothers. They read about this Oak Island legend years and years and years ago, and now they're both very successful entrepreneurs of some kind. I don't really know. You're already flicking out here.
Trying to change your channel.
But basically,
how did you get through that many seasons?
I think a lot of us have this want and desire to think in a modern era that you could find some pirate booty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some pirate treasure. Like I've watched the Hitler's Buried Treasure show a couple of times too, but they never find anything. And so I looked at my wife the other night and I said, Trish, I'm done. I'm giving them this season to find some legitimate treasure or I'm done. And now they think they're doing all these big excavating projects and they think that they're going to find all sorts of gold and jewels. But I'm like, that's it. I can't do it anymore after this year. If they don't find it this season, I'm done with the Curse of Oak Island. So I thought, well, we probably all have one of these shows, right? Where you're like,
I've had it.
I can't do the show anymore. So what's yours?
Derek laughs at me because I love to watch the Food Network. I love to watch them make things that I'll never make. But like, it's weird because I feel full at the end of the episode from watching. But it's Ree Drummond, the Pioneer Woman, which before the pandemic, she was so delightful to watch. I loved watching her because they had professionals from the Food Network there to film. But with the pandemic, she's stuck with her daughter, Alex, who has to film on a GoPro. And Alex, I don't know if she's got the shakes or she's just like over it.
Blood sugar's low.
But then the way Rhea Drummond acts on the show is like super immature and like goofy. And I'm like, there's no place for goofy when you're making a pie. There's no place for goofy when
Rachel
you're showing
Ray
me how
pulled
to
it
make
off for years.
Crispy fettuccine Alfredo. Rachel Ray was not goofy like this. This is like silly goofy, and it bothers me. So I have to wait until they get the professional cast
And
back
what's the name of this one that you're done with?
The Pioneer Woman. You've never heard of it?
No.
She has fiery red hair.
I'm going to just go out on a limb and let you know that if you use the word pioneer in any title of any show, I'm not clicking on it.
Well, she's an accidental cowgirl. So she
What does
followed
that
her
even
husband to the
mean?
ranch. And now she cooks for all the ranch hands, and she'll go bring them like amazing lunches in her big dually. I can't believe you haven't seen this.
What, accidental cowgirl is a phrase?
That's in her intro. She's like, "Hi, I'm Rhea Drummond, the Pioneer Woman, an accidental cowgirl."
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Like she stumbled across that lifestyle.
Jess texted in, by the way, JJ, I'm with you. I gave up on the Oak Island show a few seasons ago. These knuckleheads have been digging up the majority of this island.
Yeah.
They even drained a swamp. And you know what they found?
Nothing.
Rocks. There's rocks under the swamp.
But I bet the promo before that for that week goes like, oh my God.
Wait, and there's the guy with the metal detector. He's like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, look at this, mate. And then they leave you hanging. On the next Curse of Oak Island. Oh, and here's the best part of this, is the beginning of it. In the North Atlantic, there's an island off Nova Scotia where legend has it ancient artifacts have been buried. Oh, and then they get you, they go, and the legend has it that 7 people must die before the secrets reveal themselves. 6 have already died. 1 more must perish before we find out the secrets of Oak Island.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, my God. And like, to our friends of the North, like Canada claims this thing, man.
My big fat fabulous life. Yes, good call on that. Though then the storyline started to get so crazy with that girl.
The 90-Day Fiancé too. I can't do that anymore.
Oh my God, I just saw a promo for the new one. I had to tag Derek in it on Facebook. So excited about it. I love any 90 day.
Is there a show that you're just giving up on? If so, what's yours? You can add to the list by calling or texting. Trending today are the trendiest delivery foods of the year 2021. You're going to get all of these lists, right, as we wrap up the year. This one was weird, though. The trendiest food to be delivered this year? Impossible cheeseburgers.
So the vegan.
The ones that are made of plants. The meatless cheeseburgers.
Which are very good, by the way. You tried the Impossible Whopper that one time. You had no idea.
It wasn't horrible, guys. It really wasn't that bad. But that is the trendiest delivery item. So let's take trendy out of the deal. I just want to know, since it is, I think, a time and day where we're just getting more and more delivered because the virus is still rampant. What's the last thing you had delivered? What's the last kind of food you had delivered?
We have not had anything delivered to our home for 5 years, but I order lunch sometimes here.
Are you afraid people are going to know where you live or what?
No.
Or they just don't deliver that far out?
Get groceries.
Oh.
But I would say a bony belly from Herbs and Germs with my salt and vinegar chips and a Diet Coke. I never drink pop, but it comes with the meal. So I'm like, all right.
For me, it was probably Chipotle. My wife, when the weeks that she has to spend in the hospital when she's getting her chemo, she'll get to about the second day and she's like, I don't want to eat this food anymore. And I'm sure it's delicious. She's just...
she's over it. That's all right.
And so we order a lot, and we get usually Chipotle. It's a good, healthy lunch. It's hearty, too. Like, I completely am full for the entire day. So I just want to know, as you're listening this morning, what was the last thing you had delivered?
All right, so crazy video that I watched. A 70-year-old, 4', 11-inch Massachusetts... what? Oh, wrong story. Sorry about that. Okay, so this...
Wait, where was this going? Here's what I knew. The next story we were going to do is about a guy trying to light the Fox News Christmas tree on fire.
This was the raccoon story. We'll get to the raccoon.
When you started with the 4-foot Massachusetts, I'm like, whoa, my God, this is so crazy.
I'm like, wasn't a 70-year-old tree standing 4 feet 11 inches?
The Charlie Brown tree was lit on fire yesterday.
Anyway, scratch everything I said. A massive all-American Christmas tree outside the Fox News New York City headquarters was burned down early Wednesday.
Normally during the Christmas season, we start the program by showing an outside shot of our all-American Christmas tree on Fox Square, but somebody climbed up in the tree and lit it on fire. It's beginning to look a lot like arson.
Ooh, it is. I love that. But he also got a bit too close to the Rockefeller Christmas tree. So that would be huge if he got to that or sent in like one of those just little fire bombs into the center of that Christmas tree.
Here's the deal with that one. I'm assuming before they put it up, they kind of flame retardant that thing, or cause they got to kind of seal it up. They got to seal coat it with something, don't they, so that it stays looking great for that long outside?
Yeah, I don't know. They're upping security around the Rockefeller Christmas tree because they don't know who this person is, but he did not evidently like the red, white, and blue theme. As he threw it, he said something to that degree.
Sounds like a country music listener to me.
It really does. If we were to put out a blanket statement. And that is the part before you hit the door. Go.
So weird.
Weird stuff. Everybody called me weird. I am weird.
You don't think this is a little weird?
No, I don't think it's weird at all.
Weird news.
Go down to the creek, they say. Go swim on the riverfront. Go use the rope swing. Don't ever swim in a river again because they just found an alligator in western Massachusetts in a river.
He's now on his way to a reptile rescue. It looks like they used like a bunch of electrical tape to hold his jaw together, right?
Hopefully that's off now and he's someplace where he has plenty of room.
But imagine, people have been saying, oh, I saw a gator in that river. Everyone's like, yeah, sure you did.
Now we know they were right.
That's exactly what I was thinking when you said this. You know how many people were like, I saw an alligator. They're like, sure, Billy, drink up.
Exactly. Plenty of room in my purse closet. That is what's weird.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.